What you might hear on the Dad Podcast can be considered offensive. We will have explicit content. You have been warned. Proceed with caution.
Titties!
You're listening to the Dad Podcast.
Let's get started.
Fuck those little kids.
In my hand.
You know what I don't get?
What?
Is some of this
Pussy?
Twitter.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, some of this Twitter porn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so much of it. There's like, this girl's getting choked out and beat until she's fucking red.
See, I don't have Twitter. I hear all of the
I don't get that. I don't get the turn on of that. I was like,
choked out.
yeah.
Oh, I can talk about this for a minute if you want, dude.
Well, one second.
I'll get
So there was
into
one
this.
yesterday.
Oh, we have some listeners.
It-
They're my family too. I'll get into it deep, dude.
It came up. Like I opened Twitter, because I think it was off of Brittany posting our things. It's like,
Oh,
so and so.
That's who I was going to talk about.
It's like so and so liked your post. I'm like, huh? And, I click on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. This person liked our Dad Bod post. And then I clicked the home button down at the bottom. Takes me to my page. And here is literally
Wait, is this Twitter?
Yeah.
Brittany has a Twitter?
Dad
I'm just
Bods do.
kidding.
I was like,
I'm totally kidding.
I don't know if she does, but the Dad Bods do.
I'm just kidding.
On the homepage, there's literally
We
this,
need to end this. I'm going home right now.
this girl, and she's on her knees.
All right.
And this guy has his dick, and he's whipping her in the fucking face hard. And then he just like
Wait,
starts.
you have a problem?
I
what's the
don't
problem?
get it. That would fucking hurt.
All right.
If you're grabbing your dick and you're hitting something, that hurts.
Pain's a fetish, though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get that fetish. I don't get the excitement. I don't see how that turns people on.
Wait, the smacking or the choking? What are you talking about?
All of it.
Because I was going to talk about the choking.
That's fine. This one just confused me because literally he's holding his dick and he whips her in the face. And I'm like, that would hurt my dick. How does that excite you?
I guess that would. I mean, okay, but how about this, though?
Like sometimes I do the
Wait,
helicopter and it smacks my
I
legs and it
imagine-
hurts.
But I imagine the homie smacking the girl with the dick.
Yes.
Sorry, I have the slight hiccups. Well, major hiccups. Big dick, though?
It's like a pencil, but it was long.
Normal dick, then?
Sure.
Average standard, maybe?
Yeah, it wasn't like
Oh, okay,
8,
well,
9,
then
10 inches,
Then I don't have an argument here.
It wasn't like a willow tree
I don't
branch.
have an argument here. I was like, maybe it's a wiffle ball bat, bro. I'm saying maybe you smacked the shit out.
And then,
hit some
so,
home runs.
like, he smacked her with his dick like 3 times. Then he slapped her fucking hard. Like, you see her whole body go
With
back.
his hand?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then she's like, starts sucking him off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
So what's going on there is an abusive father that left early.
Okay.
And that's just my semi-professional psychological opinion. I don't know what's up with that, actually. Because I haven't been with a bunch of girls, but I've been with, like, probably a standard amount of girls for my age.
Okay.
And a lot of them, for sure, there's a good portion that are super into the choking.
I don't get it.
Have you never been a part of it? Okay,
No.
anyways,
I've never had a girl want me to
but
choke her
most
while
of
we're doing it.
A
No.
lot of them like choking. I think I've ran into one that likes smacking, and I wasn't cool with that. I was like, that's fucking weird.
I can sometimes get some of the smacking her in the ass, but
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, you know what
some of
I mean.
them.
I'm talking about face.
Some of them, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
So
no,
you've never ran into the choking much then either?
not at all.
Really?
Never had a girl want me to choke
Oh,
her.
that's a big thing for my gen, dude. Choking was like, and I don't know where it came up, but was definitely a big thing for my generation.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course, eating ass is a big thing for your generation, too.
Well, that's a big thing for every generation, really.
Not mine.
In the heat of the moment, it's appropriate.
That was never talked about, brought up, anything.
You've never seen Clerks 2?
Me, girl. Was that in the 80s?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Pretty sure it's late 80s, early 90s.
I'm going to look. I would say
That's
90s,
fine.
but
That's fine. Look that up. I bet it's early 90s. I'm going to bet 91, which is basically 90, which is basically 89, which counts as 80s.
I would say more like 94, 95. Let's see.
You're probably actually right, though, on that one because, yeah. Actually,
2 or 1?
2, because Clerks 1 was all black and white.
I remember.
That's why I'm leaning towards 90s. Anyways, though, you're probably right on 90 fucking 4. But no one. That's like a. Well, you've seen it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
Recently,
joke
like
I
within the
make,
last,
though. That's the joke I make though. Is like. they're
I'd say within
"Never
the
eat
last
ass." And he's
15
like, in the
years.
heat of the moment, it's okay to eat ass. And they're like, no, never eat ass. And then he leaves. Randall leaves, and they're like, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's okay to eat ass.
I just it's like I said, maybe in the last 10 to 15 years is when I first started hearing about it.
Listen, dude.
Oh my God, we were both way off.
Really?
06 for Clerks 2. Clerks
No
4,
way.
or Clerks original was 94.
Clerks 2 was 06?
06. Clerks was 1994. Clerks 2 was 06.
That's only 15 years ago.
Yeah. See,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
I guess that aligns with me. I was like,
So 10 to 15
Not
years
necessarily.
is when I've been hearing about the eating ass and the.
okay, well, let's talk about this for a second then, yeah?
'Kay.
The eating ass.
Yes.
There wasn't very many nice asses back then, you know what I mean? You know, you can't.
What do you mean
you
nice?
know
Because
what I
I'm telling
mean.
you, there was a
Like,
lot of
what
nice
I mean by
looking ass.
nice is, I mean like displayed.
True, they weren't into bleaching it and shaving it and
Well,
doing.
I even mean like the clothes,
I don't know. They wore some pretty nice tight pants in the 80s and 90s.
but they were all bell bottoms.
That was
Or-
70s,
or-
dude.
Okay, well they were.
Bell bottoms were not big in the 80s.
You know what? You're right. I'm
Daisy
talking out of
Dukes.
school. You know what? I'm gonna stay in my lane here.
Yeah, because
Okay, for a
asses were
second.
great in Daisy Dukes.
But
That
I'm
was
just-
the 80s and 90s.
I just feel like it wasn't like a. Well, see, I didn't live in those times, so I don't necessarily know. It's just my
a lot of
my
spandex, a lot of
thought.
bright colors,
That's
Daisy
now,
Duke shorts.
bro. Yoga
That's because
pants.
the 80s are coming back.
Yoga pants, son, was not a thing in the 80s.
Yes.
Yoga
Well,
pants. They
There-
weren't
it was different fabric, but
lanolin.
linoleum.
No, Anchorman. Lanolin? Lanolin? Anyways, though, I don't I don't want that to come off weird either, but like, well, this is just the base of what I want to talk about from eating ass, right?
Okay.
So let's talk about the main 3 things. 1, 2 to 3, right?
Okay.
What you notice in a woman. We've talked about it slightly before, but go. What's the first thing you see?
Face.
I will rebuttal soon. 1, 2, and 3, go.
So face, stomach, ass.
Okay, I would say outfit.
Oh, I thought you.
Ass.
I thought we were talking like what we're
If you
attracted
see-
to in a woman.
Well, that's what I'm getting to.
I'm not attracted to the clothes.
No, I'm saying first. No, clothes don't attract you. Certain types of clothes,
I don't care.
bro. A girl with Nikes on, or like real nice like
I can't remember. I was
fuck, bro. I'm just saying. I see clothes, ass, face.
I
And everything that you could ever notice in a first sight of a girl or someone, even a guy. I don't know your fucking taste. Sorry, I'm not trying to be weird. Anything you notice in a person where you're like, yo. But okay, maybe clothes. I don't know. Clothes might be first because the color hot pink really draws me in. That's all I'm saying.
So I was talking about this the other day. If I find a girl
With Dan
attractive,
probably, huh?
no, I haven't talked to Dan in a while. If I find a girl
You're a
attractive,
liar, dude. Dan
no, really,
texted-
I sent him a text yesterday if he's coming. That
Dan
was the
texted you the picture of what Kennedy got bug. I bet.
no.
Damn
Anyways,
it. Damn it! I thought I was on point.
yeah, no. Bug opened it up today. Well, Kennedy yelled at me because I already. So Kennedy got it, and then when we went to do the escape room, Kennedy yelled at me because we got Bug
So you wait.
the Lego advent calendar for Harry Potter,
I'll let you finish this.
and
I
then
have another.
she said, "Why would you do that? I got her a Harry Potter advent calendar." She
They got
didn't
each
say the
other the same
Funko
thing?
Pop. No, we got
Oh,
so
yeah,
we got all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Legos
yeah,
for the
yeah,
kids,
I'm
yeah.
I'm on point.
and so I was like Bug's like, I'm so excited. I was like, in my mind, I was like, don't be excited. You already have one. Then when she opened it, I was like, what the fuck?
It was the Funko.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But what were we talking about before? Oh,
Oh, I
was talking
something.
about,
Hold
like,
on.
if-
fuck, I lost it.
if I think a girl is attractive, if I'm attracted to a girl, I don't give a fuck if she's wearing fancy tight
Okay.
clothes or sweats. Actually, sometimes I
But
think
that's
girls
not
are
what I
fucking
mean, though.
hot in
That's
loose
what.
sweats.
That's not what I mean, though.
Overalls. I'm just saying, I don't.
like
She could be in a fucking muumuu.
I mean, first glance. That's what I mean because, like, you know how you hang out with people and you're like, why I found them way more attractive now. The last I've hung out with them 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean there?
Yeah.
But I mean, like say you're walking around the mall
Okay.
and you're like, whoa. What makes you go whoa? What makes you notice before you say whoa?
Literally,
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying though?
I'm being honest. I
It's
don't.
got to be ass then.
Yes, I was gonna say if I don't see her, like if she's in
So
front of
maybe
me
I'm ass
walking,
too then.
ass is the first thing I see.
I don't. You know,
I get what you're saying. No, I agree. Like it, but yeah. So like
because we all know too. Not even both of us and our partners know that whatever we're looking at, we don't want to put up with. You know
No.
what I mean? We just want to kind of look at, and then if it's worth it, throw it in the reel. You know what I mean? If it's not, keep on moving. Yeah. I've got a photogenic, or wait, what's it called? What's it called?
photographic.
Photographic memory.
I was like, I was gonna say memory. I was like, maybe he's going somewhere
But
else.
what is that movie though, where he's like, he does his eyes
Hall
and-
Pass
yeah.
with the coffee girl.
Yeah, and he's like, I just remember images of. Yeah. Stupid, dude.
Put that in a spank bank for later.
Yeah, dude.
But
I wish women understood men,
right,
but
maybe
not-
that's
and not
why
even- no, not
94% of our listeners are women because they're trying to understand men.
that's my theory. But
Yeah.
Not even that. I wish we could understand them. I just wish they kind of got us. You know what I mean?
I actually agree because I think if they understood us more, they wouldn't be so damn crazy because they would get
Exactly.
what's going.
It's like, sorry, we get boners at pennies.
Right.
What's the penny doing? Or whatever. Yeah.
There's been
We were recording at that point, right?
yeah. There's been memes that I saw that were freaking hilarious and it made sense. And it's like a guy's like laying in bed and it's like his back's to his girlfriend and she's over there. She's like, he's thinking, and she's got like pictures of like
oh, I know what
naked
you're talking
women.
about.
And he's laying over there and it says what he's really thinking is like he's got pictures of like a giraffe sniffing its own fart or
Right.
something.
So I've seen.
We're not as complicated as women are trying to make us out
Yeah.
to be.
Not the same ones you've seen, but I've seen the ones that like her thinking I'm out cheating all night, and it's like it's really me with the bros like
Yeah.
trying to do the perfect disc into the Wii. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
ping pong it into the Wii or just like dumb
Yeah.
shit, dude. It's
Yeah,
like-
so like if they're away, they think that we're cheating, and
which is okay. Let's talk about that for a second then, because that comes up no matter what, every time, always, right?
Yeah.
For me, anyways. I don't know about you in your past, but that's always, and not necessarily cheating, but like, what the fuck's he doing? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't trust what he's doing, and we're usually just sitting under the table talking about poker, or
Right.
we're talking about like dumb, stupid shit like the Wii and the fucking. I don't know.
yeah,
It's so funny to me though that that's like a real. It's such a conversation and such a topic point. How though? Like, how did it become such a like a riff? You know what
so
I mean?
the only thing I can think of, and it's maybe it's just our luck with girls.
Dating and not
Yeah,
being with each other.
it is we're finding the ones that have had problems in the past, right? Like guys have cheated on them in the past, and then they just
Oh,
think
that's fair.
that all guys are like that.
That's fair. Well, only guys like to have fun. Or
There's a lot constantly, and this is what I keep telling people. I forget so much, and it's not because I'm old. It's not because I'm dumb.
On her so many times.
No,
I'm just.
I forget a lot of shit because
I'm
there's.
old. Sorry, I forgot. I don't...
I feel you're the same way. There's so much going on in my fucking head
Yeah.
that I'm like sitting here and I'm like, you know, I'll be typing at work, sending up an email. I was like, fuck, I really want to get that car and work on that car. You know, it's jumping around. There's so much fucking going on. I forget things sometimes.
That's actually a good point that you just brought up because I wanted to bring something up tonight and I didn't know a segue at all, so that's pretty perfect. But like, do you ever like specifically for me, I walked into my bathroom yesterday to take a piss. And I don't know if Brittany had sprayed perfume on her before I went in there or what the fuck, but I went in there and I smelt something that reminded me of like my past. not my childhood, but where I was like kind of being wild past, where I was like I felt free type deal. You know what I mean? Which probably isn't good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So it was like a perfume that you would.
so what? Okay, specifically, truthfully, what it was, I walked in to go pee in my bathroom. I smelt a smell that brought me back to one of my ex-girlfriends,
I've had it.
and just like times with her.
Mhm.
I don't even know a specific. I can't even recount a specific whatever, but like it just brought me back to that, and I felt like weirdly guilty. Do you know, like not in like a like it's fine that I missed that, but I'm just like, is that me? Is that my mind saying I'm not happy with what I have? Or
No.
is that me just being like, damn, dude, that was fucking great, and I really missed that. I wish I could have that. You know what I mean?
It's that, but it's.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yes,
Okay.
because I've had it too, and there's literally a perfume that like look. There was one girl.
Yo, it's cherry blossom.
I don't
That's
know.
what it is, bro.
Yeah.
All the teenage hoes wore that shit. It's cherry blossom.
For me, it wasn't because my girl.
What was it? Oh,
My
I
girl
see.
she was a cowgirl.
Dude, pretty close to what I was going for. I was gonna say Native American.
Like she did the barrel racing and all that in the
Okay,
rodeo.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you know, and
Pendleton. Okay.
she what's funny, and I'll tell that more. She was like the one I was with for 8 years wasn't the
We can't-
one that I
listen,
always go
listen,
back
Donnie.
to. What?
I can never talk about that.
That's fine, but you can talk about mine.
Do you see? You don't.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can't.
And
Brittany's the one, baby.
she her name was Lorraine, which is
That's hot.
right. She was awesome, and it was like my girlfriend in
That's like
seventh.
Lecrae, the Christian rapper.
I have no clue. Seventh.
What?
It was like 7th through 9th grade. She was my girlfriend, right?
See, the most integral. You're in love for
Yeah.
the first time,
Yes, she was
And
my
it's real.
first love,
and it's real. Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was real, yeah.
I got you.
and so anytime I smell the perfume that she
Yep.
wore,
That's why I
It-
say.
it brings me back. But
That's
it's not
why
like
I say cherry blossom, bro.
yeah,
That's
it-
exactly why I say
it's
that.
not like oh I want her back over any other girl. It just takes me back to a time that was
awesome.
yeah.
You're just like I really.
You felt
but
great.
But
it
don't
was
lie, though,
wonderful.
it's also like you're like on the inhale, you're like amazing, and then you're like I hate myself. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You know what
yeah.
I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
bro. Not necessarily hate
And-
myself, but you're just like, wow, I miss it. I
Fun-
really, really, really miss that. I feel you.
The cool thing with Lorraine was like she's the kind of girl that didn't take your shit. You know what I mean?
I have. Fuck, this is touchy. I'll talk about it. I don't give a fuck.
It
I
was
had one of those too.
crazy. Yeah.
Where
And again, like you
she
said, it was my first real
your
love.
best
I had
friend.
girlfriends, but she was my first
but
love.
like that's where it's your best friend though.
Yeah.
Your friends don't take your fucking shit. Just
Yeah,
like me and you
exactly.
earlier tonight. You know what I mean? And that's what's up. You're like, I love that.
Yeah, because she was, without being one of the guys, she was
Fuck yeah.
one of the guys. You know what I mean?
I
Like
know
you
exactly what you mean, dude.
could, and I don't even remember how we broke up. It was again stupid.
You probably fucked your sister. or
Freshman.
something
It was my
stupid.
sophomore year in high school.
She
No,
fucked your brother? No way.
I
No
moved to
shit.
Wendell. which is only 20 miles away from Jerome. I think what I can remember was like she was going to a school dance and taking some other guy, and that pissed me off. I was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go, so I told her I couldn't go, so she took somebody else. You know,
Well, and you weren't in the headspace to realize adult enough that
yeah,
you didn't live
because
there.
yeah, it's a whole young guy thing, and
different
he's like in my
reality.
mind, I'm like, all right, she's taking this guy to dance. She's
She
gonna go fuck him.
basically lives in a different country at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was obviously my fault, but again,
And your mom's super Mormon. I get it. Yeah.
yeah, I am the kind that I truly believe things happen for a reason.
well,
I don't feel I was meant to be with her.
I want to say for a second on that topic, I also truly believe that. And I mean, you can probably back me up on this just on our belief status.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that's not true.
No,
Because
I
it's
truly
been
believe it's true.
proven many different ways for many different people, even specifically in our own lives. Like, shit works out how it's fucking supposed to, dude. It really
Yes.
does. Whether you're I mean, you can be unhappy. Being unhappy in certain ways is life, and being completely happy in other ways is life. You know what I mean? And I think if we want to get deep, this is why I surround myself with people like you, like Dan, like people like Brittany's dad, like people like that, and my dad. People like family's important,
Hmm.
friends are important. And
That's
you
the
just,
one thing that I
you
think
just
the
need to
Mormon
be
religion
happy,
has
dude.
going.
Yeah,
Is that
you just need to be happy in your own everyday schedule.
so?
That took a hella weird turn, and I'm sorry.
No, it did, but it actually kind of leads
we
me
can talk
into.
about it, but it's definitely a tone.
Okay, so that really it wasn't something I thought I was going to talk about, and not that I didn't want to talk about it, but it just wasn't one of my topics I wanted to like talk about. But as you know, I was in New Orleans and I just got back.
I'm happy you're back, by the way, bro. How was it?
It was awesome. I love the place. I keep hearing from so many people how it's nasty, it's dirty.
Well,
People don't like it.
But
I think it
before
was
we talk
great.
about that, I want to talk about. I don't think we preluded it much before you left, but Donnie went for a Cowboys game, and that's Donnie.
Cowboys won.
Everybody
Whoop, whoop.
Cowboy. I was hoping they would lose so bad. But no, you had fun though.
It was
It
a
was good?
great time. Yeah.
Cool.
So when we just talked about being happy,
Choma. Oh, I thought yeah.
right? Like you just got to decide to be happy.
I mean, at some point, yeah, you have to decide. I love this.
Yeah,
Or I hate this.
so-
You know what I mean?
I don't want to say that I had a horrible childhood. I wasn't raised abused. I wasn't, you know,
Well, you also couldn't.
But
you weren't.
it
you couldn't
wasn't.
navigate that yourself.
My parents got divorced when I was young, 2 houses. There was issues with my dad drinking, my dad's next
I
wives,
know you're
that
trying
kind
to
of
get
stuff,
somewhere.
right?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I completely, not agree's not the word. I completely, we get along on this.
Pretty much you know where I'm coming
What's
from.
the word?
I agree. I don't
I'll
know.
say concur.
Okay.
I concur because I know this isn't the main point you're trying to get to, but what I'm trying to ask is like, yes, it was very difficult and it wasn't standard. Probably sucked a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you love that you were raised like different though? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it wasn't the cookie cutter.
do you feel like it's the right? Do you feel like you were raised the correct way though? You know,
I
'cause
do.
That's how I feel.
I do.
Like I feel like I was instilled with the right values.
Yes. Even though now look, I love my dad. He
Mhm.
wasn't around.
Which is
Okay.
me and my mom.
But
That's me and my mom.
the times he was in his own way, he taught us the right way. Does that make sense? Like
Donnie, that's the first time I've gotten the actual chills on the podcast. I really did
was-
under my jacket just now because like that's me and my mom. She wasn't.
yeah.
Well, okay. How about this? We'll break it down for the listeners. Your dad's an alcoholic.
Yes.
My mom was an alcoholic. Your dad wasn't around very much at all. Right though?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine wasn't. My mom would say, "Oh yeah, I'll be there at 6 o'clock." I'm like, "It's fucking 4 days later. Where you at?" Shit like that. So I feel you there. I feel you.
So
Sorry,
while I
I'm
was in
just
New
trying to get more
Orleans,
content.
the last night there, I
Sucked
decided
your dick. Your dad sucked your dick.
he wasn't there.
Oh my god. Dude. Oh shit.
He was sucking Dion's dick.
Plot twist. Oh, time out.
All right.
What's Dion's last name?
Sanders? I don't know.
God damn
I
it, dude.
really don't know.
I was in court the other day on Zoom court. I don't know where Dion lives, but
Twin?
okay. So it was in Cache County. It was like Pocatello shit. But there was a dude named Dion Robertson. For sure, he was on Zoom. Big old black dude, looked just like Dion, dude. Sounded just like Dion. Didn't know what was going on. Thought me and Dion were bonding.
You want me to ask?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh.
I thought me and Dion were bonding. I was like, yo, we went to court together. Anyway, sorry to ruin your story.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was just
No,
saying, so my
it's not
last night
fine.
there in New Orleans,
Reprimand me. I'm
I
sorry.
decided, fuck it. I'm going to do it. It's something I've always thought about. It's something that's been interesting to me.
Don't tell me what I'm thinking.
I had a
Oh no.
tarot card reading.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say?
God, thank God.
I got a hooker. What were you thinking?
No, dude. Well, I just thought you've been curious recently. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck a dude.
I've always thought about it, and I thought it might feel good.
I decided to screw it right there on Bourbon Street.
Fuck it, I'm doing
With
it.
all the guys in the background, show us your tits. I just took it up the ass. No.
No, that's.
I got a
you've
tarot
never
card
done that?
reading. No.
Really?
Yeah. And I.
Wait, though. Before you go, I keep doing this to you. I'm sorry. You seem like the guy though that's into that.
I am. I have my own deck of tarot cards.
Have you done it? You do it to yourself?
No, I just recently got them.
them. Wait.
Oh, I've done it to myself
Post a
beforehand.
pre of this
Oh,
reading.
we're not talking about Jack. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
this reading. Yeah, jacking off.
Before
Neighbor
this
boy does
reading,
it. I get
I've.
it. Yeah, the neighbor boy. What's his name? Silas?
Oh,
Oh yeah, goody. Fuck. Sorry.
I have done a few, like, you go online and you
No
can,
one else.
but that's
Just dumb
not the
shit.
same. Yeah.
No one's ever read your cards.
No.
So, to me, you seem like that guy that, because I'm that guy. I feel like we connect on that, and we don't even know about that. But like, that's crazy to me. That's the first time you've done that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many places in Boise are there?
I mean, it doesn't. Like, you're right there, but I've just ran into people that like, oh, I read cards.
And that the craziest thing with the groups I've hung
I
out
ever
with
run
that
into
I
anybody
never
that's-
have.
See, if I run into anyone that's like, oh, I read cards, I'm like, bust them out. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it now.
So, what did your cards say?
So
Because
you
there's what, 3 or 4, like a main timeline or whatever it is, right? And then 2.
well, so there's 3 timelines,
Oh, 3 timelines. Yeah, 3, and then there's like 2.
then 2
extra,
cards
right?
that describe you.
Yeah.
So
Wow, I really got that right. Thanks.
Yeah.
The fucking devil below.
So what I think is what's really cool about it is, like, you've seen those, like, psychics on TV, movies, whatever. Like, they'll like ask you questions like, "Oh,
I
I'm
hate
picking
shit where
up."
You can tell it's scripted.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, I'm picking up. It starts with an S," and then they look at you, and if you have a reaction, like, then they know they're on the right track, right?
Yeah. Well, that's mentalists.
Yeah. So this lady, I come in, I sit down.
Well, see, this is where I want to interject again. Sorry, me folks. That's the place to do it, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
'Cause
that's the place. If you're gonna get it done there.
Not only was it in New Orleans, which is huge for
Was she black?
no, she was a
I
little
don't
old
like
lady
it.
though.
I don't like it.
But
Did she have dreads?
I
I bet she did.
she probably did. It was in the back of a voodoo shop. I had to go through a curtain.
Yes, dude.
Yes. So it's not like a street corner. Someone's got a table
this is
set up.
exactly
It
what I'm talking
was
about.
the
You
real
found
deal.
her. The universe led you to her.
Yes.
She didn't have a neon goddamn sign.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
It was.
Dude. I
It
love
was
this.
the real deal kind of thing.
Nolans?
Yeah. Yeah. And so you go in, and what I love is you sit down and you do the whole thing.
She didn't have a crystal ball, huh?
No.
See, that's where it's real.
That's
where I.
well,
in
she
my
didn't pull
mind-
one out. I don't know
in
if she
my
has
mind,
one or
That's
not.
where it's real. Though. It's like, yeah, keep your ball off the table, bro.
Yeah.
Like, was it ominous a little bit?
What do you mean? Like, it was a dim room,
Like,
kind of.
Did it feel like not creepy, but like? Can you differentiate what I mean between creepy
Yes,
and
yeah.
spooky?
Yeah.
Was it spooky or was it creepy? Did it seem set up or was it like, wow, this is actually kind of exciting? Like, this is weird.
Exciting.
You know what I
Weird,
mean?
exciting.
So
like,
ominous that
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
You're like, I don't know if
like I was
this
waiting for her
bitch-
to pull out the fucking chicken bones, and
Bro, is
you
she
know what I
gonna-
mean?
Yeah, is she gonna kill us and fucking
Right.
take us back to the back room?
So, well, I went alone. Nobody else would do it with me.
What?
Yep. So we were at a bar next door because I had
Bro,
to wait.
that sucks for real.
Yeah, so I had to wait till a
See,
certain time.
That's where we communicate though.
Yeah,
I'm into that. You're like, stay here. I'm gonna go do this.
right.
You know
And
what
so
I
I
mean?
left them at the bar. I went next door
I bet Brittany wouldn't go either.
and did this. And
Wait.
yeah,
Sorry. How did it come about then?
oh, we were shopping earlier in the day.
You're shopping in a bar.
No. So there's.
How did you?
I'm
You
gonna
know what I mean?
backtrack to the shopping
Yeah.
section later, but we were at the voodoo shops
Earlier in the day.
earlier in the day buying some stuff.
Okay.
You
We
know
need tarot card readings at midnight. Like, what's going on here, dude?
They'd like set appointments. Like, you know, I had other stuff that was going on. We had a cemetery tour, so I couldn't do it right then, but I can come back at this certain time. Does that make sense? So I asked, can I do it at this time?
Wait. Oh, okay. Now that makes it less or more confusing. What do you mean?
Like, when I found out they did it, I started talking to the guy behind the counter. I was like, I've always been interested.
So it wasn't an attraction.
No.
So they went and did an attraction while you were like, yo, I heard about some Backstreet shit.
No. Wait. What do you mean?
Okay, where's
so
the cemetery come in? The
we had multiple cemetery, swamp tours, stuff we were doing
Okay.
for a couple days.
planned.
Yes.
Okay.
We had a little time in between our paddle boat tour and our cemetery tour.
Oh, this is during the day then.
When we were first in there, when I set up the time for it, yes. So we were shopping.
Okay,
I was buying a few
okay.
things.
Yeah, I got you now.
And
You're like, I'll be back.
and then I heard somebody talking about it, and I started talking to the guy behind the counter. I was like, that's always interested me. And she's like, well, we have someone who does, and so I set up then
Oh, fuck yeah.
to come back. It's not like they were just advertising tarot
Yeah,
readings,
yeah.
or,
Like, we got a bitch that's here from 9 to 10.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I've got to go do this now, but it'd take a couple hours. He goes, okay, so you'll be done about here. And it was like, I was supposed to be done at 8. And
So
he's like,
she's a different kind of prostitute. That
yeah.
yeah.
And so we set it up for 8:30.
You're on card duty tonight. You ain't
But-
got fuck knowing the night.
But anyways, I go back through the curtain
I have
tapestry,
a lot
whatever.
more
Like,
questions to this, by the way.
he brings me back there. He knocks on. He says, "Madam, whatever." Brings me back.
Dude, madam, you seen holes?
Yeah.
the-
I don't remember, but yeah.
Oh, what's the saying, dude? Fuck, anyways.
But it was like her feeling that kind of
Soft
accent.
as the bark and the tree in the sky. Sorry, keep
But-
going.
Anyways, I go back there and I sit down.
She wasn't
and-
black.
No, she
That
was
blows my
she
mind.
was an old white lady. But
She's old.
I mean, she had the French New Orleans accent, right?
Nolans.
And kept calling me baby and stuff, and just like obviously she was
Hey,
from there,
baby, What you here for tonight?
But she's like, "Have you ever done
I
this?"
feel you, bro. I know right where you're at.
Yeah, and she's like, "Have you ever done this?" I was like, "No." She goes, "This is how it's gonna work. You're gonna
You're
shuffle
like,
the cards."
This is my first time.
Right, I'm a virgin.
You shuffle. You're like, oh.
And so she has me shuffle the cards, and she's like, "You stop when you feel it's right." I was like, "Okay," and I'm just shuffling, and then I stop. She goes, "Now set the deck down." So I set it down,
Dude, I'm so highly invested and interested in this right now. You don't even know.
and
I
then
want you to know that. I'm
the
very
one
invested.
time she touched the deck before she gets the cards was she spread them across the table.
Time out. You didn't touch that.
My drink?
Yeah.
No, I was right here.
You heard your ice cube.
Yeah,
What the fuck there?
I don't know.
Did you hear that and see
Yeah,
that? And
I heard
witness
it
that?
move, but
That was weird. Talking about fucking these
right, and
witches
something weird
and
happens.
Nolans and fucking bro. This is
So
weird.
the one time she touched the cards was she just took the deck where I set it, and then she
Flatten
goes
them
like
out.
this and flattens them out.
Yeah.
She goes, "Now draw 11 cards,
11. Okay.
any 11 you choose." So I'm like, "Okay." And so I'm
Ooh,
like,
that's rough, dude, because that means your fatality's on you. You know what I mean?
"That's what I'm saying. That's
that
what
puts you-
makes this so perfect is that it was all on me."
That makes your reality like imminent at the moment. You're like,
Right.
I'm here. I'm picking this.
It's literally like it makes you feel more like it is true that you're.
Yes, exactly.
so-
That's what I mean.
I'm pulling these cards, and what it does, so I pull a card, I set it down,
Well, yeah,
and
it's
then
your own fate. You're doing
Yeah.
it yourself.
so
Exactly.
each time you pull a new card, you put it face down.
Oh, you have to pull it and put it face when you pull it.
You don't see the card at all.
Oh, you pull 11,
You pull, set it down, you pull another one, still face down on top of it. So you make a
Okay.
pile of your 11 cards.
pile 11, pull without.
She
face.
gets rid of the other cards, then
Okay.
you slide your 11 over to her.
Oh, dude, I love this.
Right? So far, you were the only one that's touched these 11
And
cards.
she seems non-hack, right?
Yes.
She seems like this is what she does.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
loves this.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And so
I love this,
she
dude.
tells me what these are is we're gonna talk about your past, your present, and your future.
I don't like that.
What do you mean?
You can talk about my past. I don't want to hear about my present.
Well-
You know what I mean? Let me know about my future a little bit.
It's not like you're gonna die. It's not. It's,
I know
but-
that. It's just like I feel like for me, we're gonna talk about your past, present, future. Be like, your past, you're a piece of shit. And be like, oh, we'll put your future or your present up. Wow, you're still a piece of shit. It's like, here's your future. Oh, you're a piece of shit. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Yes, I guess.
You're
I don't
so
know.
brave, dude.
But anyway, so she takes the cards and she
Okay.
goes, "We're gonna start with your past."
you don't have to talk about it, but you
And
better
she
tell me
flips
off air.
3 cards over.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, does she? So they're the last 3. That
The
you
last
picked?
3 I pulled. That's my
Okay.
past.
Okay,
So she flips those over and she starts talking and she goes, "Oh, baby."
dude, this sounds easy. Oh, baby.
She's like, "Oh, baby."
oh, baby,
She goes,
baby.
These cards are telling me you were hurt in
I
the past.
wanted to be black so bad,
Right?
dude. Baby.
Maybe she was. It was a dark room
dude. Yeah,
with just a candle.
a lot of makeup,
Could have been
A
white
lot of
face.
foundation,
You know they
yeah.
do that.
bro. They bite. We don't know. We live here.
Anyways.
They live there. Maybe it's different.
Yeah, but so she's ready. She goes, "Oh, baby, you've had a rough past," and she's like, and I'm like, "Well, you know." She goes, "Somebody had let you down. Somebody very important to you had let you down."
Oh, that's where it gets deep, huh?
And I was like,
Fuck, Donnie.
I was like, okay,
How about, wait, time out. She didn't tell you who, no?
no,
When she said someone very important let you down, you knew who it was in your own mind.
oh, I did, yeah.
Never mind. Sorry. We cut that. So, oh, baby, you've had a
Yeah,
rough
so
night.
she's
sorry,
like-
restart. I'm so sorry for that. Go back.
I was confused.
Go back, dude.
Anyways,
I got too deep. I'm so into this right now.
so she's flipping over, and she's, "Oh, baby, you've been hurt. Somebody important to you has let you down. To make it worse, you didn't have anybody around you to pick you back up.
Damn, bro.
There was nobody there to help you."
That snaky
And-
bitch. That's her job. She's like, this motherfucker don't live here.
Right?
This motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like,
But
this white boy wants me to tell him what's wrong with him.
so it's not like I'm giving her any clues or hints or talking
Exactly.
or
Like,
anything.
it's
I'm
very
just
generic.
yeah, and I'm just sitting there like this with my arms crossed, just
well, we all have
just,
the same problems. That's
just
why.
watching. But then she's like,
If that was presented to me, I'd be like, no. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But like, it definitely makes sense to me.
yeah. So that's true. Then goes with my present,
Fuck. See, that's what I want to hear.
and I was like, okay.
The future's always positive.
That's
so let's
true.
hear the present.
And then the future,
Oh, see, I don't
She
want to hear
talks
about that
about-
either. I better prosper.
it in a sense, and I'll tell you more about that too. That
Oh
it wasn't.
no, Donnie! And I know you believe it too.
I do,
I know you do. That's where I'm like, fuck, dude.
but it wasn't like
I don't know what the middle and end is though.
yeah. And then the last two, but this is what excites me. And this is what I thought. Like
Oh, I know the middle and end.
so like the past was true,
Okay, well, yeah.
right?
Well, that's hard to.
Present was true.
That the pat.
The future, I don't know if it's true because it's
This
the future.
is just me picking apart. I do believe in that shit, just like
Mhm.
you do. But that's where I feel like they're hack. The past is easy. We all kind of have the same feelings about our past.
I
you
get
know
I
I
get what
mean?
you're saying, but
So that's
like,
easy.
but she describes the card.
Present and future though, if you nail that and you feel like they know that, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's where it gets weird.
Yeah, and the cards. What helps is like she's saying, okay, you pulled the star card, you
What
pulled
were
this
your-
card, and
okay,
she
I was gonna
describes it
ask,
right.
What were your first 3 cards?
I
Because those are the ones you want to talk about.
I took a picture. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Even though, well, it's crazy. She goes.
Oh, real professional.
She's
yeah,
like, these
yeah.
are your cards.
Can I
she's
take
like-
a snapshot?
No. She said, would you like a picture? And I was
Oh.
like, really? She goes, they don't want you to take them, but I feel you want to. And I was like,
dude,
I was like, okay,
so creepy, dude.
right. So I took the
You know,
picture.
you take it. She's like $17.
Right.
Yo, that's okay. That's where it becomes business and personal, dude. She's like, you probably shouldn't, but you definitely need to, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Donnie, that's scary, dude. I want to talk about
It's
this
like-
more now.
the success card, Ace of Swords,
Oh, that's a good card.
Indolence.
That's a good
it's
card.
like-
Ace of Swords.
She's like explaining them to me, right?
Yeah.
So now, like I told you, I have a deck of tarot cards and I have a
Wait,
book
these
that.
are your past, though,
Well, that's I can't.
right?
I think so. Or it's the
Well, there's 3 phases. If I'm
yeah,
there's 11 cards. There's 3 for the past.
3 for the present and 3 for the future.
No, 4.
No,
Well, 11. 3, 3, 3 would be
3, 3,
9.
3, and then 2
Oh, and then
that
there's
describe
2.
you. So that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. So the
I thought it was
past,
3, 5, 3, like a haiku.
the past ones were perfect. The
Yeah,
present,
wouldn't that be weird if that's what it was like though? 3, 5, 3.
right?
Anyway, sorry.
The past were perfect. The present was perfect.
Okay,
And then she took the 2 that she pulled from me
for your
that
future.
that described who I was as a person. And it
Oh,
was the
so
ace.
past your future then.
Yeah, past, present, future. I obviously I can't say if the future's true. It's the future. I don't know yet.
Well, if you
Right.
believe the past and the present cards that were pulled,
That's where I'm going. So then she she turned over the 2 for me. It was the Ace of Discs and the Sun card.
okay,
And she described them to me and told me about the cards. And then she
shine bright
said,
like a diamond, Brianna.
she said, what these mean is that you have a huge heart and you like to help other people, but you put so much into helping other people, you don't help yourself. And I'm like, I don't feel that way about me.
Mm,
But when I bring that up to Lex and Fred, They're like, exactly.
I think it's okay if you don't feel like that way about yourself, but I think that's where me and you are best friends.
Well, that's what I
I
get.
really do.
So
Though. It's
that's
like me and you we're selfless, bro.
Mhm.
We'll do anything we can for anybody else.
Yeah. And so when I bring that up to Lex and Fred,
It's so
they
much
both
it
like
gets in
stop and they're like, that's 100%. I'm like, oh.
we
So
get
then
in
I
our
start
own
thinking-
way of our own time.
So then I start thinking past, present, and these that describe me are all right.
And you can't deny the future then.
Exactly.
You can't.
And so,
Well, I mean, okay. Even before that, though, we've been saying this the whole time. We believe that.
yes.
We believe that shit.
Yes.
That's real to us.
Uh-huh.
So even before these prior factors were proven,
Yeah.
we believed it. We think it's going to be real. Oh, wow, it's proven. Oh, wow, these prior factors are fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be real, right?
Yeah. And so here's something else that hit me as crazy. It could be just coincidence.
That's us, though, bro. Like, we get in the way of our own happiness for other people's happiness.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called, if it's a thing, but that's
I would like
and
so
not for my own personal use and benefit, but that's why I love you. Donnie's yawning in it.
yeah, I had to cover it.
Intermission.
Something else that hit me, and like I said, it could be a coincidence. I don't know. I feel it's not. It's crazy. So we went to 2 different voodoo shops that day.
I can't say
Okay.
whether it is or isn't yet,
So we went to 2 different voodoo shops that day.
in my opinion.
There was a few things we were looking for. You know, my mom wanted some real voodoo stuff. You know, and my kids are kind of into it too because you know we're all in. You know,
Yeah,
it's-
you're all
it's-
creeps. I get it. Family are full of
So
weirdos.
we were looking for certain things. That's where I got your voodoo doll.
Wait, time out. Your mom wasn't there.
No, we always bring back gifts from
You
you know.
said my mom was looking for.
No, she wanted me to get her some real
Oh,
voodoo
okay,
stuff.
Okay. I was
So
like, wait,
anyways-
though, your mom watched your kids.
Yeah, so she flew
That's to
down
let
for the
all
day
the listeners know when Donnie goes out of town, his kids are not alone.
at all.
She's packing, motherfucker.
They want to be.
44 magnums, 2 of them, revolvers, so the shells don't leave the prints, bitch.
Well, technically, it was a 357 Magnum and a shotgun, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, no, but she also had the 244s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're shopping at 2 different shops. So the first shop, the first voodoo shop, we're looking at some stuff, and I saw these, I guess medallions, whatever, just necklaces, right? And what they are
The
silver,
Goonies. Oh fuck.
tarot cards, like about an inch big,
Fuck.
for each of the different cards, right? And so I'm like going through them, and I'm like, ooh.
It is weird that there's different sets.
And I pulled, yeah, well, I mean,
No, well, not weird.
the cards mean the same, but you mean
weird,
like the pictures or?
No, like that. There's different packs you can get. Or is that not what you mean?
No.
What
So
do you mean? Sorry, I have COVID. Ever since I got fully vaccinated, I think I have COVID.
this right here. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
So like a medallion. I just want to, you know, kind of like
I took it all wrong.
like a luck thing or something. So I was like looking through them, and the first one I pulled, I was like, oh, the magician card.
I thought you meant there's like because I have seen them. I thought you meant like there's future packs and there's
Oh.
like your past packs and like what you know.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm
I
talking
just-
about. Yeah, I
I'm
thought
straight
that's
with
what
the
you meant.
just the normal tarot.
Yeah.
But so
Real
like
shit.
I pulled the magician card one out, and I read the back, and I'm like, okay, I like this one. And I'm like carrying it around, and we're shopping through the store, and we're looking at it, just about to check out. I was like, and it's in my hand. I just look at it, I was like, I like it. I just don't feel it.
You felt bad about it.
Like it's just doesn't feel like it's the one,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I go back and I'm looking, and just none of them felt right. And then I
am
see-
so
I
we're
see
energy
the-
guys, dude.
Yeah.
We really are.
I
I
see
think
this
that's where
one
we connect too.
in a different, like it's lower down, like somebody had had it
Let's
and then
name
put it
this
back.
Episode Best Friends Forever.
And this is the fool card.
Oh, see, I've
So
done tarot cards 3 times.
uh-huh.
The Fool card has been in my deck, in my cards, every single time.
And so
That's not even a joke, dude. Every 3 times, the Fool card has been there.
well, that's what I was getting at. So I buy this one because I just when I pick it up, I was like,
You know me though.
that's the one,
Yeah.
right? And I read the back, and it's actually really cool. Like you hear the fool, and you don't.
card here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
like think,
kidding.
oh, the fool. That's but you read the back of it, and what the fool card is like, you believe in the future. You think if you're a positive thinker and that kind of stuff, right?
This is where I've had a problem with myself and a lot of people in my life where I know you're going somewhere
Mm-hmm.
with this, but like the fool's not always bad, bro.
No, and so
And that's how I live my life. It really, really, truthfully, really is. Like, I know I'm the fool. You know that. I know that. Everyone knows that I'm the goddamn fool. But it really turns out not being. It's not the worst way to be.
it's actually so. This is, and I'll describe. It's the most powerful card in the tarot deck.
It's idealistic.
So
It's forever,
I
and it's fun.
had this, like I said. So I went back and I got this, and this is the one I was like, I feel this is the one, and I bought it, and this was mine, and I didn't wear it with me.
Can we do this when we get done with this?
What's that?
Your deck.
Oh yeah, we can look at.
I
And
would
then
love to do that. Let's read each other. How about that? Is that cool?
How am I say? Like, I didn't bring it with me. We went back and we put it in the car before I even went back. Right? I didn't
Yeah.
talk about it. Nothing.
You're like, this one feels right. We'll check it out later.
I pulled the full card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, dude. See?
And so when this is all over, I start asking her,
Who's her?
the
Sadie?
madam,
I'm just-
whoever that's
I
giving
know.
me the reading, right?
Oh, well. Oh, we're back to that.
Yeah. So I
You
pulled
the full card in that.
in that reading
In your first three.
and
Or your last three.
present.
Oh, present. Okay.
Yeah. And so like I was talking to her, and
Oh, we're getting deeper, folks.
So-
we're getting deeper.
she brings up the full card, and then at the end, as I'm getting ready, she goes, "Any questions?" I was like, "Well, I just have one."
You don't deny that, though, right?
I was like, "No."
Okay.
I was like, "I believe, like this is real to me." I said, "I want to know what you think."
You're like, I'm your people.
And so I told her the whole story. Like I walked through, and I had the magician card. I was going to get the magician card. I thought it was right.
Wait.
This is after the reading's all done.
Okay. I was like, you didn't explain any of this.
Yeah, no. This is after the reading's done. I told her just everything I told you.
Okay.
And that I just felt this was the right card. And then I go and pull the full card in my reading.
It's not contradictory, though.
I was like, "Can you tell me about the full card?"
Okay.
And
Here
so
we go. Here we go. This is what I want.
she tells me, and she's like, that's when she says, in her her old lady voice, "Oh baby, the full card is the most powerful card in the deck." And she starts describing. She goes, "People think the fool, bottom of the barrel, whatever. Nobody cares about the fool. It's
I don't
garbage,
need
right?"
permission to smile. It's mine for the rest of my life.
I like that. And she said,
Thank you.
um,
That's the song for the ender.
"The fool is the smartest person there. Everybody else is getting drunk, telling their stories. He knows the dirt, the good, the bad, everything about everybody, and he knows how to use it."
That's what I was going to say. The leverageable information.
And then, as she's describing the most powerful card, and she tells me, like, and so then I had to go and read it again,
Mhm.
just on my own after. Like, I'm taking her word for it because I do believe.
Let's hear it.
So the fool represents new beginnings, having faith in the future, and being inexperienced, not knowing what to expect, having beginner's luck, improvisation, and believing in the universe. And
Is that not?
it just fits.
Listen, though. Okay, well, you nailed it then. Is that not you?
I think it is.
That's what I think.
You know what I
That's
mean?
You, bro.
And so
You're the fool.
it's just, and then she tells me, like, the magician card is a strong card, and
Well,
it also has some good,
Let's apply this to
but
work.
the magician card is like a black card.
Exactly.
So the fact
that's
that
what I was just gonna say.
I was holding that, and that's the one I thought, but it just wasn't feeling right.
Let's apply this to work.
And I
for
put
a
it back for
second.
the full card.
We don't have to jump into it detailedly. Blah blah blah. Who were the two fools
What do you mean? At work?
in our work environment? Who are the two fools?
You and I.
And who are the two most integral pieces?
I also think you and I.
The people that know everything, the
Yeah.
people that do everything, the people that move everything, the people that do work.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, and that's why I've always
certain
loved the
people
fool card because
look.
like,
I don't want to say look down on us, but
I
look
swear to
past
God,
us. Does
if
that make
I-
sense?
no, that's my whole life,
Yeah,
dude.
totally look past us.
No, that's
They
my
don't.
whole life. I get that because like
We're the.
I
know the fool was the jester, and so he wasn't quiet, but it's still in the sense
It's like-
the quiet one in the background, that the
it's
fly
just-
on the wall.
It's just
The
a weird title.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
yeah.
And it's like whether the title we acquire or don't acquire, whichever one we hold is pretty integral. And I don't want to necessarily bring it back to like I mean, we're fools, bro. You know that. We're fucking wild men.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like and I don't want this to sound bad, but I don't even say we take advantage of our freedoms we have at work. You know what I mean? But like,
I guess. I mean,
we're the fools, bro.
yeah.
We have fun.
Yes.
We blur the lines.
Yeah.
You could say. But we're also like, and this is where you could
We're the
talk-
ones that get the
you
job
can
done
talk
too,
shit
though.
If I say this, but like, Jake said it, blah blah. If me and you left, nothing,
Oh, I
nothing, bro.
without trying
Nothing.
to sound cocky, yeah, I agree.
Nothing.
I don't think it would.
But it's just crazy to me that it's also funny to me that like we are the wild ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's where I agree with the fool card is where not even in our specific genre, but in society fucking regularly. I sounded drunk when I said that.
Regularly. It's hard to say.
Regularly.
It's hard to say and not sound drunk.
Regularly.
That just makes it sound more drunk when you have to like.
Yeah. But we need us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're innovative.
We're also the type that makes people want to work or be around us. You know what I mean?
Oh, you want to get back into that?
Well, not necessarily this job, but like
you
so.
want me to fucking get back into that?
Anyways, so while we were in New Orleans, there was we had the city pass, I guess is what it's called. So you can sign up. It's like a discount on all these tours.
Wait.
It's just like, I mean, I guess anywhere you travel, you can probably get a city pass.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It just discounted coupon,
Yeah.
or coupon as I like to say,
Coupon.
for these tours.
Wow, the hiccups. I'm sorry,
And
everybody. I'm trying. Wow, these are rough.
we took 2 haunted tours, 2 cemetery tours.
Wait. I'll save it for the next episode.
2 haunted tours, 2
How
cemetery
many
tours.
black people were on these haunted tours?
More than you would think.
I know. Not more than I think.
Um,
God damn it.
a riverboat tour. And let me see what. So there was the cemetery, the haunted, the riverboat. Oh, swamp tour. Okay. The first cemetery tour fucking sucked, which is sad because the cemeteries in New Orleans are fucking awesome.
Was there anybody famous there?
Yes. But they literally call their cemeteries cities of the dead.
Well, I mean, that's cool.
You
That
go
sounds
in
good.
there and I'll show you pictures. They are not, because they don't bury them under the ground.
What?
I'll tell you why. They can't, because of the land there and what it used to be.
It's so wet.
And it used to all be swamp.
Is-
And they
it's-
kinda
so
brought in
it'll-
dirt
it'll
and
just
built over
lift
it.
'em, like
Yeah.
bubble them up kind of
So
thing.
it like he'll tell you stories.
What?
Like they tell you stories like if there's a good rain, you got
I
well, in the-
call that a bad rain, bro.
in the
if what you're about to
past-
explain.
in the past, like digging deep, he said, the rule of thumb is people now say 6 feet deep to bury them, right? But what it was you go no higher than the guy digging the hole. He's got to be able to climb back out.
Okay.
They were smaller back then. Could have been 4 or 5 foot tall. You know what I mean? So say the guy's
Help
5 foot tall.
motherfucker Out.
So
6 feet down. Help him
Well,
out.
this is gonna get crazy. So like, say he's 5'5", whatever. He digs a hole 5 feet deep, right? Now this land in New Orleans, because it's so much
No.
swamp. He said you're gonna get 3, maybe if you're lucky 4 feet deep. You're into marsh. You're into the water. There's not gonna be
Sweat,
standing
yeah,
water down there.
swamp.
So in the past, what they would do is
They get lazy.
Sometimes-
bury him 3 feet down.
they get the coffin in, then they have 2 guys standing or jumping on the coffin to keep it under the water till they get enough dirt on there to hold it down.
Oh my God, how respectful.
Right? He said sometimes they even drilled holes in the coffin because you're dead. Being wet
Soak
isn't
the
going to
water
bother you.
up.
So that the water
So
goes
it's not-
into the
so it has
coffin,
no
helps hold it
buoyancy?
down. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Now,
That's wild.
right? So this is back when they first started as
That's too
a and he said, but what would happen? And he goes, you know that sound that a cork makes on New Year's Eve when you're popping it out of the champagne?
Wait. Sorry, my lips are dry.
Yeah. So he said,
That was pretty good.
yes, that was. He said, when you get a strong rain, which they get there a lot, you would hear that. But it's not corks popping, it's the dead bodies popping up out of the ground. right? So they can't bury him in the ground because of the way the ground is. If you get a good rain, they'll come right back out. He said there was times that like
Coffins?
bodies too. Coffins were cheap, cheap wood, whatever. They disintegrate quick. So he said you could be coming outside, and you know how it would flood the streets. You got 4 foot of flooding water. Oh, there goes our neighbor Bessie. And he said the biggest problem was like
What the fuck?
because
dude?
their skin was so thin because they'd been there so long, they would tear apart.
Sounds like their biggest problem was lack of cremation.
Right?
What
Well,
the
so-
fuck, dude?
The bodies would tear apart. But like when a body tears apart, it's not like a mannequin where it's just, oh, there's the whole arm. It shreds like pulled pork. He goes, and then some of the problem is
Like tacos.
is that those little shreds of skin or bone or muscle would get into the well. Now you're drinking this dead body.
No, now I'm killing myself.
But anyways, so now all their
Ew, dude. I don't want to take another
Right.
fucking... Ew.
all their bodies are buried above
Ew,
ground.
dude. That's why I don't drink water.
So they're not buried in ground now. It's literally like a house, right? I mean, there's no windows and stuff, but they're above ground. But they have
Stacked.
streets. The streets go through. There's street names, so you could be buried on the corner, of Laurel and Sunshine. And there's stop signs, and it's literally like a little city in there.
I mean, it makes sense, but it would make more sense to be like, yo, all we can do is burn them. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
okay.
we can't do this anymore. All we can do is
This was brought up. Now,
That's wild,
The-
dude.
the-
That's like, not only is that, I get it. I'm not trying to say it's creepy initially, but like that's weird, dude. That's gotta be that's gotta affect somebody's life at some point.
yeah, and
You
so
know what
so
I mean? That's fucking weird.
the problem is, so when that city, town, whatever was founded, it's a good Catholic town,
Oh,
and in the past, cremation is
go.
not a good thing.
exactly. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not allowed,
So it's-
so
here
they
we go.
can't.
Let's stack them up.
Right? So what they did when they started doing them above ground,
Let's waste more money,
You know,
Catholics.
obviously you build them. Now he goes, this is how it's just like in real life. The rich people have the big fancy mansions over here. It was huge marble, right? And he goes, then you got the poor people here. It was like a brick, and it was all falling apart and stuff. But what it was, so you see some of these, like, and I'll show you some pictures here in a little bit. But there was like one where it had 15 spots, and the spots were made like it would fit a casket, right?
I know what you're talking about.
And so he says, okay, so how many spots are on there? And we count them. I think the one he was talking about, there was 6 spots. It was like a skinny high rise, right? He goes, how many people do you think are buried in there? He goes, first answer, you'd think 6. He says, we're talking probably more
36.
like 600.
Oh fuck.
And so what he said was like some people would sell, okay, you can't afford it. For a cheaper price, I'll let you be buried in my burial plot on this Catholic.
See,
Right?
let me decompose or
So
burn me.
that's what it is. So like you did decompose. Obviously, they use
Well,
cheap
yeah,
caskets,
but
right?
That's like they still keep you there.
So the rule is a year and a day.
Whoa.
So you were sealed in this tomb for a year and a day, your body. Now, these are all rock. It's 100 degrees outside. Inside that, it's like 300 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's its own little like cooker, right?
Good eatings.
So a year and a day, you got somebody else who's going to get buried now in there. What they do is they tear down the brick, open it up, pretty much take a broom and just push the remains to the back. And then there's like a little cave under each one of these. So all your remains, whatever's left, your bones, your
I'm
dust,
okay with that.
is all pushed in.
I'm okay with that.
So all these small little
burial sites.
who look like they would hold 2 bodies could have 200 bodies in them, and everybody's all mixed in. But it's just really cool. Like I said, I'll show you the pictures. It's really
From
cool.
dust to dirt, dude.
My favorite ones were not the big marble fancy with the angels. I loved the brick ones, the broken down.
I like the ones with the rocks. Like we were just talking about it the other day. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. The ending. I'm into that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Where it's just like a mound.
yeah.
Or like Aragon, the movie.
We'll see. And they
You know
couldn't
what I
have
mean?
that obviously in New Orleans. But
Well, yeah. But like that's where I'm like, that's what really gets me. I'm like, fuck yeah.
so like famous people, as far as that goes, like we didn't venture into most of the names. Most of them are local famous. You know what I mean? Like
Zero.
congressmen, actors, musicians from there.
Andrew Yang.
Jazz players from there.
Oh,
So they're
I was making jokes.
famous,
I know
but
what you're
not-
talking about.
But there is one famous person that you'll know right away who actually has a a tomb, a catacomb,
Can I
whatever
get-
there.
Can I get for
It's
sure?
Nicolas Cage.
I was gonna say Wesley Snipes.
And his is
Wait, is it really Nicolas Cage?
yes,
No way.
yes,
Obviously, though, right?
and that's his empty burial plot.
Bro, he's the fucking
Now,
he's a national treasure, dude. Of course, he has
right,
something buried
right.
somewhere.
So also he is in the most famous cemetery, I guess, because this
He's
is
not dead.
also where the body of Marie Laveau is buried.
Oh,
Her and her daughter.
oh,
And he bought the plot as close to her as possible. So in the way they said it, so his pyramid is literally like
if the sun lines up right.
no, so you take his where his is at, then you got Marie Laveau's over here, then her daughter, which is the Marie Laveau people more know because she was the daughter,
Yeah.
more of our times, makes that same triangle that his triangle
Illuminati.
makes. Yeah. Like, so it's all kinds of theories about it, but
I mean, I don't. We've delved into this a bit. Obviously, never too deep. Obviously, never deep enough. But like, powerful people are in some powerful circles, dude. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some shit there.
I
Maybe there's something there.
agree.
You know what I mean? Maybe the middle of the triangles, there's a perfect
Right.
measurement between
Like,
all of
there's-
them. And there's a fucking
there's
100
something
pound
there.
gold brick or some weird
So just
shit,
like
dude.
they say, every story has some truth, right?
Well,
You're gonna
every
have-
single one.
You're gonna
Every single
have
one,
this side, and the truth in the middle.
except Aragon. Unfortunately.
So there is something there with the theory of why he purchased that
Well,
that is true.
there's also the. I guess it plays off that, but there's also the theory of why would that ever be insinuated and or thought about if there wasn't some truth behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where I'm not trying to get too weird about it, but like Nicolas Cage he's a powerful enough guy. He's a rich enough dude. He probably
Even though
knows
his
enough
movies haven't been good since, I mean, even this one wasn't the best, but I still liked
and that
it.
might be a play on someone else's
Ghost
part,
Rider.
right?
His
Ghost Rider
movies
2
have
sucked.
sucked since
Ghost
then.
Rider 2 was all right. Ghost
I'm
Rider
just
2
saying, like,
sucked.
It was. They weren't the best, but they were better. I mean, look at his movies since then.
Well, they're like he's old. We have to keep him
Yeah.
relevant and phase him out. Give
But
him a good character and phase him out.
one of the stories I really liked was we walk up to this one tomb.
I'm just saying, powerful people know powerful shit,
Yeah, exactly.
and there's like a lot of myth. It's pretty real.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Sorry.
He took us to this one tomb, burial plot, and it was literally
Nicolas Cage.
no
took you there?
the tour guide. It was just a
What
box.
was his name?
I don't remember. We'll call him Terry. It was a gray box.
Dude, it was fucking Nicky Box.
So he brings us to the front. We're walking on the back, the sides. He brings us to the front and goes, notice anything different? There was literally no markers at all.
Wait, restart.
So the tour guide took us to this one burial spot,
Okay.
and it was just this giant gray box.
Okay.
Like, here, I'll show you really quick. Like, you can see, like, on this one, you see there's the doors pretty much, I guess, to where they would slide the caskets in, right?
Okay.
They would open and be able to put others in. He took us to this one, and I'm
This
looking to
is in
see if I got a
Nolens?
picture. Yes. It was our very first cemetery tour of the day.
Excursion.
It had absolutely no doors, no markers, no anything. It was just a giant concrete box. And so he was telling us about it, and he was telling us the story. And so there was this very rich, prominent man there, right? Who his wife died. And once his wife died, it came out that he had a mistress also.
Okay.
Okay. So he buried his wife, and he's like, hey, I know how this goes. I can lose him too fast. So he moves the mistress into his house with his kids and him and all this kind of stuff. And then she passes away. And
Perfect.
he literally has it to where
Last bitch. She's
She
last
is
dude she ever got choked by.
she
incestual
is
encounter.
buried in the family plot.
Okay,
Okay, see how there's no markers, no door, no nothing.
I do.
So after he died, his kids had him buried in there,
Okay,
sealed it up completely around it.
again. Okay,
Right? So there used to be doors. They sealed it up around it. And the story goes, Dad is now buried with his wife and his mistress for all eternity. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Like,
I get it. Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're going to fight and it's going to be problems because he cheated on his wife and now they're all three together in a
That's fine,
small.
it's all you.
And the guy goes, or he called it a thruple.
Oh, I mean, that's what you
and-
call it.
But yeah, so like what it was that is the only marker right there. Is on the ground. That says like who's buried in there. Like a lot of them have markers of like the names of the people who are buried in them. It's just because the kids made it so nobody else can open that or go in it. So Dad is buried with his wife and the girl he cheated on his wife with for all eternity. Right? This was the only one we saw was all metal.
Metal.
Yeah. The walls were metal. Everything was metal.
Like cast iron.
I guess he was a metal worker.
Oh, same dude.
No, different guy.
Oh, okay.
And then some of them had. This is where it also came into play. Like it's the city of the dead. Some of them literally have yards and grass and lawns and like
See how are
the showy people have all the property where everybody else is like, yeah, we're crowded over here.
How are these people powerful enough to have the belief in them after
Family. It's
mean,
on the family to take care of the plot after. So once your family dies out,
like
then
generational. Then it's just a
Yeah.
belief that's kind of instilled.
yeah. So like, okay, my dad
That's
was
nice.
rich, so then this person's rich, and the money is passed down.
That makes more sense than just like
Pretty much goes back to old school plantation owners who had all the money, and it just keeps going and going and going. You know what I mean? They're rich, so they just keep staying rich.
I think someone's trying to break into our studio right now.
Probably. We're a big deal. Okay. We have many leather-bound books.
People know us, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, people have heard about us.
But
so.
the first cemetery tour, the guy was boring. He sucked. He was horrible. And we didn't get to
Was he
kind
a
of.
mirror. Was
No.
it just you the whole time?
We didn't get to, like, I was expecting we're touring the cemetery. We get to go wander around and see and look and see the names. And it wasn't that way. The first haunted tour was really cool because we were on a horse and buggy carriage. So we sit in this carriage and he's riding the horse. He's, guiding the horse and he's talking to us and tell us about it. And so what we did was we learned about the haunted mansions and stuff there. And it's pretty fucking cool. And actually, Nicolas Cage owned one of them.
What are the mansions?
He bought it. It's a
Weird,
hotel
right?
now.
See, this keeps leading up to
Right?
weirdness about like Nicolas Cage.
So he bought it, and what it comes
what
out.
kind of Hollywood actor makes that kind of money?
he bought this mansion. It was a hotel. Well, he was living in it at the time. He kept hearing things, so he called one of the tour places and asked about it, and they said, "You'll just have to take the tour." He took the tour, didn't even finish the tour, never slept in that place ever again. From what they say, I guess some things happened, whatever. Now, there's some. It's really cool. We didn't see ghosts or anything, but it's really cool to hear about these. They're hotels now.
They were there though.
I would love to stay in one and see if it happens, right?
Well,
See if
just
you
like
get anything.
that.
But
The Winchester.
yeah, the Winchester's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that. Like,
That'd be awesome to see. Yeah. And one of the biggest, most activity sites, I guess,
killing a Native American.
was an old nunnery
Oh, god damn it.
/ orphanage / many other things along the way. But also, it was the
Bravery.
start of the vampires in New Orleans.
Oh, see, that's what I want to get into.
Because now the one tour guide was talking about how, people were shipped over. There was, it was like slaves or whatever, shipped over. These people were in the hull of the boat, no sun, so they became very pasty. Then they're brought here to this nunnery, and then they're up in the attics all pasty white and don't like the sunlight. And so he was trying to make it out like the vampires were just normal people who just didn't come out in the sun because their upbringing.
Okay.
Who knows?
Where did the sucking of blood
Well, that's where I'm getting. So he also said there were some that showed up on this boat where they're like, I think he said like it was 30 or 40 of them, dead and drained of all of their blood. So the story goes that the vampires stowed away with these people and live up in the attic of the nunnery, and that's how the vampires are around New Orleans.
It's hot as fuck. It's pretty sexy, actually.
And the both the haunted tours were kind of cool. They were okay because the people were into it. You know, one cemetery tour was cool, one sucked. The riverboat tour was probably my most favorite.
Jungle Cruise, the new movie with The Rock. Yeah.
Kind of. So it had the paddle on the back, the paddle boat, and
Right.
we get
call
on.
that a rudder.
We go down the river, and the guy talking was just awesome. I swear to God, it was like having Burt Kreischer or one of those comedians as the announcer, because he just jokes, and they were on par. They were just perfect timing, everything, right?
To him, they're so hack.
Right? And then we didn't even know this was part of the tour. They pull us up and they let us dock, and we're at this plantation, and it was the site of one of the battles in the War of 1812. And then we get to see a musket get shot, and that all described and stuff.
Did you keep the bullet?
No. Because it was far out there, but it was pretty cool. And actually, it's crazy. Even though it's only like 30 seconds, it's crazy how long it takes them to reload. If somebody's shooting at you and you have to sit there,
That's a long time, dude.
tear this open, pour the powder in, drop the bullet in, take the thing out, shove it down, cock it, get it reloaded, and then hope that it doesn't misfire.
That's under high duress, too.
Right? And so, like, as we're walking up there, we're talking about the property, how open it is. And then I was telling Lex, like, you know, that's where the saying, don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. And it's not because you know, of anything like you think, oh, you're brave or what.
No, it's because black people.
No, it's because
All you can see is the whites of their eyes.
with that kind of gun, they had to be pretty much as close as you and I are to hit them.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he described it, like that's why there were so many people shoulder to shoulder, because you got 30 people shooting the same target. One of you is bound to hit it because they're not accurate. They're not.
Which isn't enough. This is why I agree with barbarian times.
But that was pretty fucking cool. And then the swamp tour was
So sad, though.
swamp tour was okay.
You're like, this grass was fertilized by blood of the people that
Right.
fought here.
But we're only in New Orleans
Nolans.
at the bad
Quit saying
time.
that.
All
Nolans.
the alligators were
Why-
like,
just say Nolans.
no, it's New Orleans.
Nolans.
Anyways, all the alligators,
Nolans.
the biggest one we saw was 5 foot, but in the water he looked this big. Like they were all tiny alligators. We didn't see the big ones because they're all buried in the ground and hibernating or whatever they do for the season. It's too cold.
Buried in the ground or hibernating.
Well, they don't call it hibernating. What I guess what alligators do is because their temperature has stayed a certain temperature. When it starts getting cold, they dig into the ground and they bury themselves in the ground. They don't eat. You know, it's like hibernating for a bear, but they are buried in the mud.
In Nolans?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Where?
so
Wait.
New Orleans,
Nolans.
Louisiana. Anyways,
You sound more racist than I ever have right now.
whatever.
It's Nolans.
But yeah, no, it was a great trip. It was fun. I will definitely go back. But so many people told me it sucks. It's dirty. It's disgusting. It's gross.
Well, that's what I want to ask.
And
How were-
Chance
you went
said
to
that.
restaurants, right?
Yeah.
I heard it's famous that it's cool if rats are there.
I never saw a single rat. All the restaurants were very
But
clean.
like I heard that's famous. Like if you're eating somewhere, like rats will be there, and you just can throw some scraps on the ground. And
I can see where they would be because it's so hot. Most of the restaurants are open. Like
Okay.
they have the glass doors. They just open. You're just open to the streets and to the random people. You know, there was one we're eating at
Well, it's
where birds just
it's
flew
a
in. And we're walking
sewage
across the ground.
place,
It's just
though.
so it is.
Yeah.
And that's probably why people say it's disgusting. Like literally every tour you're on, they would tell you, don't step in the water in the street. It's not water.
Gross. Yeah.
And it does
Sewage.
smell. So many times you're walking, you smell urine.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I don't think that's on purpose. I mean,
No,
think
and
that
I
was good
attributed-
for back then.
And until I heard this over and over again, I just attributed it to the homeless population. They didn't give a fuck where they
There are
pee.
a lot of homeless.
There's a lot of homeless.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like Texas then.
Yeah, I mean it's warm year round. Of course, there's they can sleep outside and not have to worry about it.
I think it should be legal to kill the homeless. Oh, we're not on the same page there.
No,
I thought we were
but
gonna
why?
rant there. Because, well, for one, overpopulation,
Okay.
and for two, it might give a lot of them motivation if we start killing a lot of the other ones of them. You know,
Give that motivation to not be homeless anymore.
it's like not necessarily homeless, but be less jobless. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
One thing I found out when I was in New Orleans,
Fuck, like get up and get on your goddamn feet. Do something,
I-
motherfucker. You know how to speak.
absolutely love
The
Cajun,
homeless.
Cajun food.
The spiciness or the seafoodiness of it.
Both. I
don't
had
like seafood.
I had gumbo. I had jambalaya.
I'm cool with it. I don't
Um,
like shrimp though.
I had a what did I have? It was almost like a pot pie. It was almost what's that place you and I both like? Tangos. What do they make?
Empanadas.
Empanadas. It was like that, but seafood in it.
See, I'm not a seafood guy.
It was so good. The spice was so good.
Spice sound. I mean, I'm into gumbo, but from my raisings, I thought that was like a sausage dish. But I guess it could be like a shrimp seafood dish. Yeah. But I just don't.
Well, jambalaya. Actually, jambalaya and gumbo both
Oh,
have sausage in it.
Jambalaya
it's like-
is what I'm thinking
it's-
of. You're
it's
right.
sausage
Jambalaya is like
and-
sausage, rice, vegetables.
Yeah, but it also can have shrimp, crab,
I-
that kind of stuff in it
I'm
with
into
the
crab
sausage.
too, but I'm not like into like it's the same thing I'm sure, but like crawfish or like fish or like I don't know. No thanks on all that.
It was
Like I'll try sushi. I like spicy crab though. You know what's up?
yeah.
Give me some fake crab with a little sriracha on it. I'll eat it.
I'm gonna show you. This was one of my favorite pictures I took on the boat tour.
Why is that your favorite picture?
I just think it's awesome. You got the sun, you got the
What
water,
is
you
it?
got the skyline in the background.
What is that?
That's New Orleans over
Those
here.
are buildings.
We're on, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's like downtown New Orleans, and that's the water. And then
dude,
you know, look, I
that's so
had to,
beautiful.
I had to take some, you know, for the Patriots. So you know, you got the American flag blowing in the breeze with the sunlight.
Hell yeah.
But
It should still only be 13 stars.
I was trying to look for the place I went so I can bring up the menu and tell you what it was in it. But it was
Yeah.
like maybe it was like crawfish pie. I can't remember, but it was the meal I got was I had
Probably was.
jambalaya, a bowl of gumbo, and what are this like?
It was crawfish pot pie.
It was something like that, but it was made like an empanada.
Crawfish empanada.
But it was so good. And then on the side I got Cajun potatoes, which are just
Spicy potatoes.
yeah, mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But
See, that sounds so good. Let's
It
go to
was
Tupelo.
awesome.
Let's go to Tupelo Honey soon. Have
What?
you been there?
to what?
I think it's called Tupelo Honey.
Never even heard of it. I think you're making shit up now.
No, I went there for Brittany's mom's wedding the day after.
Here, I want to play this though, really quick. This is So, how he put it was because the music, it's so prominent music down there, right? They're very big with their
It's like jazzy soul, right?
yeah, jazz is huge down there. That's where it's from. Okay. But like weddings, funeral, everything. So even a funeral, they go on, they'll have the jazz band playing like, you know, taps, whatever you normally do for a funeral, right? As soon as you step out of the gates of the cemetery,
Yeah.
it's all happy jazz. Okay, so we're walking down the street one night and we come across this, and you can't see it, but it's literally like a parade of people coming downstairs.
Oh, I see it. What are they doing?
They're all dancing. Some of them have umbrellas they're waving in the air.
You think they're tourists or you think they're regulars?
What we think is that it was a wedding,
Oh, I can see that.
a gay wedding. There was two guys up front who were leading it with their umbrellas,
Okay.
and like that's what you come across all the time in the streets there.
I just did that this weekend.
I know. I saw the pictures.
Did you, it was fun, dude. It wasn't a
So-
gay wedding, though.
So that's how it is. Like weddings, funerals, everything is like
It's a
that.
party town.
But yeah, but it's also like you can
It's
just
like
be
an
walking down the
adult-
street
College town.
and there's a whole jazz band just playing. And then you walk another mile and there's 2 more jazz bands just playing. Like music is everywhere there, which I love. I love
It's like
music.
the
Music
culture.
and art is just everywhere. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because like it's a
This right here, can you
music
see the
is what
picture?
you do. You know what I mean? When you're fucking, that's the soul, dude.
This is the French Quarter. Okay.
Oh, I've always heard of it.
Just a drum battle in the street one night.
Oh, hot chicks, though, I realize.
Music is just everywhere.
It's fun though.
Right? It was awesome. I mean, and
You're like,
then
this is scary, but it's
you
fun.
also have your like I said, the areas, especially down the French Quarter, they all have these buildings where there's balconies up there, and there's always going to be a group of guys, show us your tits, show us your
Yeah,
tits, and then some
that's
girls are
me.
going to go, woo, and then get beads thrown to her. I saw plenty of tits while I was there.
Like, let me touch your tits. Let me touch your tits.
Not only did I see plenty of tits, there were some nice tits.
Yeah. Wait, your mom went and showed her
Luckily-
tits?
The ones I saw were not nasty. I didn't see any droopy down to your belly button nasty tits. They were all very nice.
Well, hey, why travel otherwise?
Right? One said it was hilarious because the girl's like, should I? And then you see this lady, she goes, no, I'm your mom. No, don't do it. You can't do this. No, I'm your mom. You're here with your mom. And then the mom walks away
She shows them all.
and she shows them. And I was like, I need to find that mom and tell her they're very nice. Let her keep showing them.
Right?
But I couldn't find the mom.
Dude, do you think Kobe took helicopter parenting too seriously?
Yes.
Quit hovering so much. Fucking A.
I don't know. Shall we end it?
Yeah, you check us out.
All right. You got a song or?
Yeah. We're going to have to, I'll find the spot in
All right,
a
well,
second.
It's been good. Fuck you, Dan, dude. It's 2 weeks he's been
Dan,
gone.
I'm seriously pretty much sick of you, dude. And
So-
we'll probably never have you again.
He's missed the past 2 weeks.
Definitely not next
He's
week.
missing this week and next week. So he's going to be gone for a full month before he comes back to us.
That sounds like 2 months to me.
It's very saddening.
And vagidic?
So
Is that a word?
sure, we'll go with it.
Vagistic?
So on that note, dad bods out, bitches.
Bitches.
I'm a one of a kind, bright mind. I'm beautiful, complex, shine, let me shine. When I'm not laughing, I'm crying. Like when I'm not living, I'm dying. Motherfucker, I'm trying. I don't need permission